masculinity and marriage, like how do you feel like that's changed since you've gotten married?
Um, you just have to accept that you're not going to get everything you want out of life. Not everything your flesh wants. Like some men listen to their flesh and think it's truth. You know what I mean? Like they can't discern between the desires of the flesh and desires of the spirit. You know what I mean? And so they think that sexual desire must be base desire. And like then out of that comes this hedonistic humanized worldview of like, oh, sex is everything. Sex it integrates into everything. And like in some senses, yes. But in a higher sense, you know, I love C.S. Lewis's quote that like we are fundamentally spiritual beings living out a physical experience, not vice versa on Sundays, you know? And so to me, it's like through marriage and through self-sacrifice, because it is sacrificial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm sure you experience that. Like every man who gets married experiences it. It's like you're gonna have doubts. You're gonna have moments where you're like, did I make the right decision? You're like, did it, da-da-da-da. But like, you solve it all by loving them, and then you remember why you married them. You know what I mean? Every time, and you solve it by like pursuing them. And women embody this part of God that wants to be pursued. You know, they embody the feminine of God that like wants pursuit and wants that like sense of like being chased. And so if you can give that to your wife, then like, I don't know, it's very self-sacrificial, because like I've been under a lot of pressure recently, like a lot of changes in the business, like rebuilt the team, as you know, and yeah, man, like to still in the evenings give that to my wife. It's a test every single day, but like I like it. I like the test. I don't know. I don't know if you resonate with that. That's my thoughts. I feel like it's made me a better man in every single way.
Yeah, 100%. Because you have like two options. Like, you can go through all the day of the business and give nothing at the end of the day, like give your worst to Lily, or which is the comfortable thing to do. Like, that's probably what most of Lily's new friends are doing. Like their husbands, they're just coming home.
Dude,
from
I
work.
see some of these husbands, and I'm just like, bro, I'm like, what is wrong with these? Like, I'm not like, I feel bad, man. I went to one of the bridal showers of one of these girls that one of Lily's friends is engaged to. The groom-to-be was asleep on the couch at the bridal shower. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Yeah. It just makes no sense. That makes no sense to me. I don't understand, A, why a woman would want to marry that, and B, why a man would be comfortable marrying a woman who he's not like excited to be at the bridal shower for. Dude, it's so weird.
I almost see like three categories of men. There's like the Andrew Tate, which is like screw marriage, screw sticking to one girl, which obviously, you know, like that's
it
not
works
even
for like 3 years.
And then like the mass majority of people are guys that are willing to get married, but they have no mission, so they're just like sitting on a couch asleep. But
and
then
that's where marriage gets painted. That's what marriage gets painted as. Exactly. As if you get married, you are that second guy right there. You settled because she was the only one willing to have sex with you, so you got married, right? Yeah, dude. Like, and I was telling this guy I'm mentoring, this guy's doing like $1 million profit, like incredible. And I'm not going to name drop him because like I like, these are very intimate things for me. I don't want to reveal their name because I don't want to send attention their way. But he was telling me that he was like, that I feel like that's the perception. I'm like, people will see that. Like when I got married, I received a lot of judgment from the market. People were like, "You're settling." I'm like, "You don't understand.
You're too young.
You're too young. You're settling. You don't get it, man. You don't get. You don't understand it. You have to." I told him you have to love the idea of being a married man as much as you love your spouse.
Yeah.
Right. And like that's a new concept to some men.
And like something you're representing well is, so I was drawing a correlation between the guy sitting on the couch. That's marriage now. You get married, that's what you're going to turn into. So you're forfeiting your dreams of like financial success, like Andrew Tate. But there's another version. There's like where there's two, where you have a mission, you can make money, but you can also be a dad and a husband. That's masculinity.
That takes dying to self. That's what people don't understand. You have to make money for the right reasons now.
Yep.
That was probably one of the biggest things. My business like kind of grinded to this weird halt where like the motivation of being the man and driving the cool car and having the nice watch and everything. I had to like being engaged, purged it from my system because I'm like, this is not going to integrate with the life that I'm building here. Yeah. It's just not. Yeah. Because like I could still do that. I very well could. But unfortunately, like if I tap too deeply into that conqueror that is within every man, it's like then women become something to conquer too. And I have to be very careful with that energy. I have to channel it in the right direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like, and so I had to rewire that, you know what I mean? And I think you had a different experience where I think you guys have been married a minute. My business, I mean, you worked for me. Like you saw, like it was up, and I got engaged and things were just like, it was just like, because there was this block in my head of like, why am I doing this? Because honestly, honest to God, I had so much to prove at the start, and that was why I was doing it, you know, and I proved it, but it filled nothing for me.
Yeah.
And then being engaged, I'm like, I gotta find a better reason, and that's like dying to self. When I say dying to self, and people have asked me what that means, it's like, yeah, you gotta like let go of all your reasons for doing things. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to mentor directly underneath me and learn all the strategies that we've implemented to our students' businesses to help over 100 people reach 6 figures a year, 100 to $999,000 a year, and over, I think it's 15 students as of January 2023 to $1 million a year or more, then I want you to go ahead and schedule your completely free consultation with us. There's no pressure to make a decision. We're not going to force your hand. We're just trying to figure out what it is that you need in order to take that next step to either start your online consulting or coaching business in any niche, any industry, or take your existing consulting or coaching business and really scale it to that next level in order to really sustain a business, put a lot of money in the bank very quickly, and serve a lot of people. Okay, so you can use the pinned comment on this video, or if you're listening on our podcast, go to treycockrum.com/schedule-page, and you can check out that page. It's just a simple schedule page. If you fill out a form and we want to know a bit about you, a bit about where you're coming from and what's motivating you to even speak with us so that we can make sure we give you the best options. And if we notice that you're honestly not in the best place to get started, whether that's financially or time constraints or otherwise, we'll make some other suggestions to you, okay? Our reputation is everything to us, so we're only going to really make offers to the people we know for a fact that we can help. And even if we don't make you an offer, it will still be some of the best 45 to 60 minutes you've spent on your business this year, because you're going to get a custom strategy and be told exactly what you should do next. Okay, so book your free consultation using the link in the description or in the pinned comment, or if you're listening on a podcast, treycockrum.com/schedule-page. See you there.